You're in your 30s and you're completely out of shape. What happened to you, man? You look in the mirror and that gut is expanding. It seems to be getting worse all the time. You're completely exhausted. You've got big work responsibilities, big family responsibilities. I'm going to tell you in this video 3 things that you can immediately start focusing on when it comes to what you eat, which is the core foundation of your physical and mental health. And you should start doing these things right away. Who am I to talk about this? Well, my name is Sunil, and I'm a doctor with an interest in metabolic health. And I am on this channel giving you advice to help restore, rebuild your energy and your mental clarity so that you can show up as the best man you can be with your family, at work, wherever you are, because you have a window of opportunity. Things are on the slide. You don't have as much energy as you should. Maybe certain health conditions are starting to creep in and you need to get on top of this. And what you eat, what you put into your body is so very crucial. Every thought that you have comes from what you eat. Have you ever thought about that? And every cell in your body is powered by what you eat. So if you're not feeling good about yourself, if you're gaining weight and your mental health is starting to slip, then what you eat is going to be a good first place to start. So 3 things to really focus on then. Number 1, I want you to prioritize protein with every single meal. Think to yourself, are you getting enough protein? In fact, do this with every snack as well. Go for the healthy sources of protein. My own preference would be eggs, dairy, plant-powered protein, which is also frequently high in fiber. A good rule of thumb is half of your plate, protein, half antioxidants like vegetables. I'm not saying you need to go 0 carb, but way too many people eat excessive amounts of carbohydrates and sugars, and you're probably in that place as well. That's why you've gained weight. That's why your mental clarity isn't what it should be, because you have the first signs of insulin resistance and inflammation from a diet which is too high in carbs and sugars. The great thing about protein is that when you consume protein, it also helps you to feel full so that you're not going for that other junk food. So that's number 1, prioritize protein. Number 2, restrict carbohydrates and sugars, particularly a no carbohydrate or sugar rule before noon. This can be absolutely outstanding. And this goes along with time-restricted eating, which I've made videos on previously. But if you have that rule, you will find that not only will your morning energy levels go up, but you will be set up for the rest of the day. Way too many men get up in the morning and within an hour or 2, they have completely overloaded themselves with carbohydrates and sugars, whether it's a cereal. I hope that's not the case for you, whether it is something else sugary, a sugary beverage, bread, a candy, heaven forbid. But whatever it is that you use in the morning to try to get you through the morning, if it's high in carbs and sugars, especially these simple carbohydrates, it is going to produce an energy crash. So a really good rule is get into the habit of saying no carbs or sugars before noon. And if you can do this as part of a time-restricted eating regimen, even better. It's going to help to elevate your metabolic health, get you moving in the right direction. And number 3, ingredient labels. Do you read ingredient labels? Because trust me when I tell you, once you see this, you can't unsee it. Sadly, we live in a time where 80-90% of what's in a grocery store is complete and utter junk. It's awful. You read the ingredient labels and you don't even recognize the chemical concoctions they've got. Often they hide sugars under different names like syrups, dextrins, all sorts of weird stuff. So a really good rule of thumb is when you're out grocery shopping, do not put anything into your cart without reading the ingredient label. And why would you want to do that anyway? You're a high-performing man. You've got big ambitions. You want to be the best version of yourself. Why would you want to pour junk into your body, your temple? So it's a really good habit to get into. And ideally, you want to be eating fresh as much as possible. Buy fresh produce, cook from scratch. But if you do buy packaged foods, make sure the ingredient labels are as small as possible. Ideally, 3 or less ingredients, or at the very least, if you're going to buy something in a package, make sure you recognize what is on the ingredient label. That is the least that you can do for yourself. So those 3 things then can make all the difference. If your health is starting to slip at a young age and you know that you need to turn the situation around, you can't continue You don't want health problems to creep in. Number 1, prioritize protein with every meal and snack. Number 2, no carbs or sugars before noon. And number 3, read ingredient labels. You need to turn this situation around, man. If you are one of the many men out there who looks in the mirror and you have an expanding waistline, you're only in your 30s or 40s, you can't continue down this road because health problems will inevitably creep in. Mental health is going to be affected as well. You're probably already feeling a bit of brain fog. Your mental clarity isn't there. You're exhausted in the morning. You're exhausted in the afternoons and evenings as well. And a core fundamental reason why is that you have neglected your metabolic health. So now is the time. Today is the time to start making changes. Small steps can add up to big changes over time, enormous changes. Check in the links down below. Make sure you've signed up for my V-Metabolic Magnetic newsletter for more free tips and advice. Also check out my 30-day energy and metabolic health reset. Keep going, man. We'll speak in the next video.